Hi, I'm Léonie and I'm here at Demon TV and we're here with Scott Bennett. So how are you this evening?
I'm great, thank you. Yeah, just arrived here, but good. Yeah,
Good.
I've been roller skating today.
Have you?
Yeah.
Fun.
I know. It doesn't. I've got an 8-year-old kid. I don't just go roller skating, but I'm rediscovering it. It's
Sounds
good.
fun.
It's good.
Yeah.
It looks a bit weird.
Yeah.
And I'm just rollerblading around a gym with
That's
children, but you know, I think that's the reason why you have your own kids, so you can rediscover things you enjoyed.
Redo your childhood.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Lego tomorrow. Exciting.
Sounds ideal.
Yeah.
But we're here at the Leicester Comedy Festival right now. So have you been to the Leicester Comedy Festival before?
I have, yeah. I've
Have
been every year, I think, since 2013.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So what is it that brings you to Leicester?
Just because it's it's a really good in terms of the timing, because you can do a lot of work in progress for the Fringe and stuff. But it's a growing festival in terms of popularity, and there's always great venues and it's a really good comedy scene in Leicester. So yeah.
Yeah. So your show that you've got going on tonight is called Leap Year.
Good little look down there.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're also performing next Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday the 24th.
That's
and
right.
your show is kicking ideas about for an hour.
Yeah.
What is that about?
I don't know. Have you got any ideas? I'm struggling. No, that basically is a work in progress. And because you have to come up with a title like in some ridiculous October.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is yet. So it's just literally going up there with bits of paper and just seeing what works. So that could be useful for me, but quite painful for the audience in places. But no, that should be fun. So that's working towards a new show. But tonight's show, Leap Year, is the last time I'm going to do it. So it's like, you know,
a bit sad.
This is it. Well, I don't know. Yeah, but I think this feels like I'm gonna, after this I'll parked it. I've filmed it and everything, so it's done. So yeah, this is the last time I'm doing that one. But yeah, so 2 shows this time. Yeah.
Exciting. So I've seen that you've done quite a lot of writing for like your blog and also with BBC News Quiz for Radio 4. Have you got a specific writing like project that you've worked on that's been your favourite?
Yeah, I wrote on the Chris Ramsey show. So we did the series on Comedy Central last year, which was just great fun. Like, it's when this feels like you're stealing a living a little bit. It's like we were down there, we were just having a laugh, then they'd order in a Nando's, and then we'd be done at 3 and drinking in the pub. And I was like, this doesn't seem right, this. Then I'd have to get in and talk to my wife who had a proper job.
Yeah.
And just go, that's been right. We've been worked really hard here. And she's like, well, why do you reek of booze? I'm like, we just need to wind down. So that was the best job by a long way. It was brilliant fun. Yeah.
That does sound a lot of fun.
It was great. Yeah. I was just with your mates, just having a laugh. It's what you got into it for. But I'm doing an interesting one at the moment. I'm doing a project with the World Museum in Liverpool and Delise Soshaponda, who's on Britain's Got Talent, and we've got to write a funny TED talk about archaeological objects. I can see you're hooked on that already.
I'm not an archaeology person, but it could be fun.
Yeah, it's like how things were collected from museums.
Yeah.
And it's been really interesting. But a lot of it is theft, actually, and looting. So there you go.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's another project. It's weird, isn't it? It doesn't seem like a proper job.
It seems like you do quite a lot of different types of things then.
Yeah.
Have you got one area that you're most interested in doing, sort of like writing, or is it performing?
I don't know. I think with comedy, I think I'll just say yes to everything within reason. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think that's what the good thing about it is it can take you down so many avenues that you don't know you're gonna do. Do you know what I mean? So I think I still love the stand-up. I don't think anything substitutes for the stand-up, but I think the writing side of it is a chance to do things that I wouldn't normally do. Do you know what I mean? So I think that's exciting.
Yeah, I think from some of the stand-up things I've seen you do online, you did quite a lot to do with like your family and everyday life and relatable funnies. Yeah. But is there anything else that you take your inspiration from?
It's a lot of it is what people say. So I'll give you an example. It's like I think sometimes you can't write something as good as what someone says to you. Like this is proper boring. But our tumble dryer broke last week, right? So we can't afford to repair it. I rang them up and they said, "Oh, don't worry. For $15.99 a month, we'll come out and repair it, and then it'll cover you for all future problems." And like my life insurance is $8.99 a month, right? So I went into the house and I said to Gemma, my wife, I said, "This tumble dryer, I don't know about it because it's going to be twice the price of my life insurance." And she looked at me and she went, "Yeah. Thing is though, couldn't live without that tumble dryer." Brilliant.
Yeah.
So I'm half as useful to my family as a tumble dryer. So you
Yeah.
can't write jokes like that. You
No,
know?
you can't. Just,
Yeah.
yeah. Have you got a favourite gig that you've done or a favourite place to gig at?
I think, well, I was in Leicester. I did the De Montfort Hall when I did support for Rob Brydon, which was last year. And that was just amazing. They're the sort of gigs that you have to pinch yourself. You know, they're the ones that if you, that's why you're doing it, is to get to that point, you know. So that was amazing. And it's a brilliant venue. So that was great.
Yeah. Have you got any gigs that have not gone quite as you planned?
Oh, so many.
That were sort of funny, but in a bad way.
Funny, but in a bad way. I think I've done... What have I done? When I said I didn't say yes to things, sometimes I have done. I've done weird gigs. I did one... I'm just trying to think now off the top of my head which ones I've done. I've done a gig for a load of young farmers, which sounds as great as it was. And it was off I was like it's always when you get there and you just have a sort of feeling, like you can feel that you're going to die. It's almost like on your shoulders. And they had no microphone or PA, so they had to get one off a bloke. And it sounded like he'd used it for like a cattle market. So it was like I had a lead of about 30 centimetres, so I was just tethered to the back wall, and it was terrible sound. And then they just all kept getting up and walking about, and it was awful. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know what to do. I did my time though, but it was awful. And you can't look them in the eye after. No. You know, but they're never going to remember me, are they? So that's all right. I've just remembered them, but they won't remember me. But you know. Yeah. Yeah.
So have you got anywhere that we can find you online if we want to see a bit more about?
Yes,
what
you
do?
can. Yeah, it's scottbennettcomedy.co.uk is my website. I'm also on Instagram and Twitter as Scott B Comedy UK. And actually, it's a good time to check it out because I'm releasing a little DVD which people can buy through my website, which has got I've made sitcoms pilots with my wife. She's an actress, so we've made a couple of little pilots and stuff. So all that's on the DVD. If people want to buy it, that would be great. Because my children need shoes, so that would be really good. So yeah, there's loads to check out on there. That would be great. Yeah.
Are you doing anything else coming up in the future other than the DVD then?
The DVD, I'm writing. I'm writing a new show. Lots of writing projects, but I've just started a little project with another comedian called Hayley Ellis, who I think you interviewed recently.
Yeah, we had her on last week.
There you go. God, I see. I might look like I'm not knowing what I'm doing, but I did that knowing that had happened. Yeah. So there you go. But we've just done something together. I don't know if you watch Four in the Bed. Have you ever seen Four in the Bed? So we're doing a load of spoofs, me and Hayley, and it's online at the moment, and it's a spoof of Four in the Bed, and it's called Pube in the Bed, because that's what they always seem to find. So we've done a spoof of that, and then we're going to do 4 or 5 more, and we'll put them out online, because she's great to work with, and I think we just sort of complement each other. So
yeah, that sounds great.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for coming today, and I hope you have a great show.
Thank you so much. Cheers. Thanks.
Thank you.